Good afternoon, how is everyone? Well, I've had a good look through my bucket of tools and just today, and I found something that I think is very interesting and I've never seen one before. It's got, if you can see on the end, let me just try and hold it dead steady for you. It's got a very tiny screw and it's taper, so it's for doing like a countersink hole, isn't it? So do you use it for starting, or is it just to have a, you know, like a taper hole? I'm not sure, but I've never seen one before. You know, I think that's fairly interesting. Also, for my mate Bob, how about that? Nice old plumb bob. Look at that. So we found one of those, and I have done one of my spanners, cleaned one up, and I painted it. I thought it would just, it's better than just leaving it oiled, isn't it? Because oil gets a bit sticky. I think that's the best thing to do with them. So we've done that. Anyway, these braces, I thought we'd just have a go at restoring this. Let me just tip the camera down a bit, which is the easiest way to do it, I think. Right, so they're ever so simple. Now, that's loose. But instead of soaking it in rust and weighting it and penetrating iron things, there's a very easy way to do it today. I did my other one with it, and that is with carb cleaner. Just blast it with that, stick it in the vise and twist it and it'll work. That's the easiest way for that. And this is free, and all we do is that just screws off. And being as how it was a while ago and I didn't have this good camera, did I? Or this better camera for this one, we can show you in a bit more detail, can't we? So all it is, as you can see, is just a slot, and the jaws, oh, if I can get them out, right, there we are. It's just the spring on there, just two jaws, you see, and they've got a, as you can see, they've got a taper in the end. So, and it's just tapered in there, so as you screw it on like that, it just closes them up. It's pretty easy, isn't it? Right, so what we'll do, we'll make a start, and I'll start on this bit. Now most people, but not everyone, will know the best way of cleaning things like this up is a rotary wire brush. And all I do is, well, I've got several of these. There's this sort, which might be better for this actually, but this one seems to work. And I've got a brassy one there, and I've got a few more cup-shaped ones like that, but with just one on the end. So we'll just do this little bit. Right, there you are. I've just done enough to show you the difference. And as you can see, it didn't take long. Don't switch off. Don't go away. Here's one I did earlier. Right, let's have a look what we've got. I did take that off and I've just sanded that up it's not split or anything. And this one is a Stanley. Now I'm not sure if you can see the numbers or not on this one, but it's number 66 dash, it's either 10-1 in N or 101N. I'm not sure, there's a very faint line after it. And on the other side, let's see if I can hold it steady enough like that. I'm sure you can see that it says Stanley. Now the first thing I'm going to do is linseed oil the wood. So we'll give that a quick rub over. Like I said, hope you thought I was going to be 3 hours wire brushing and cleared off. You might find this a bit interesting. So give it a linseed oil. As usual, it doesn't matter how much you put on, and it doesn't take many minutes, you see. And look at the difference already. Look at the difference already. Right, plenty on. It's very difficult when you're videoing, as you know, looking what you're doing and looking to make sure you haven't moved out the way out of frame. So there we are, that's that bit done. See, it don't, like I said, it doesn't take many seconds at all, does it? You know. And the handle, of course, that needs doing as well. Wish I could remember my woods, I should say. Knew my woods, I did know my woods, but I can't remember them. So that's that. And if you can see, it's, you know, it's ever so easy with this, and it don't matter if you get some on the metal, because I'm going to do the whole thing with it, right? And it wants to drop inside anyway. So what I'll do, I'll actually put some on in a minute inside here. I won't show you that little bit. It doesn't need much, you see, but you can lather it on. You know, you can pour a drop in here and let it go around, soak it. So that's done, and I'll just do the frame with it, because linseed oil doesn't dry. And then all you have to do is wipe it with a dry cloth, and it won't dry up, and it does it. Now you may see some people take this off. It's all it is. You can see there, it's just a sea washer. You just take it off, but there's a ball race inside, little ball race, and you can see there on this kind of oil hole there, you see. So what I'm going to do is I'll just drop a bit of oil in there. So that's all done. And as I say, all you have to do is you can wipe this off and there'll be a residue left on. That's the best way of doing it. So I'll just put, I've even done the screws that come out of it. They're nice little screws. The only thing is, I wonder if they've drilled those so they all line up. Shall we have a look? I'll try and get my hand out of the way, and then you can tell me if they line up or not. No, not that way. So it's handed, which is very simple to find. It is. You'll be able to see in a moment. That's the way. Right, we'll just put one in. As I said, I've even wire brushed all these little tiny screws without losing them. Now what I did if ever you're doing little screws, always make sure you grip them with something. Because what happens is with a wire brush, if you haven't used one, what happens is that the wire brush grabs the little screw and throws it across your shop, and you're never to be seen again. Right? So, right, we've got one of those in, look. That's alright. And I've shown you how the end goes, which is, as I say, very simple. That goes in there, like that, and that just goes on the top and screws in. Right, I'm just going to do that because I've got some bit of oil here. I'm going to oil it up and I'll slip this together. It's still there, good. Right, I've got it together, look. All quite nice. See that? No raspy noise now. A little bit of play on there. And that one. Don't know if you can hear it or not, but it's all working nicely now. Anyway, right, I've got one of these, right? So, unlike all the other restorers that show you what they do, and they do it in whizzy video and that, don't they? Let's see if this works. Let me just alter the camera so you can see, probably. Makes a change for me, doesn't it? There we are, I think that you should be able to see that. And let's, oh, should have put it a bit lower, but not to worry. Right. Should have sharpened the bit. I haven't sharpened the bit. But oops, I was pressing too hard. Not to worry about that. There we are. One quite nice hole, look. See? And this mystery tool as well. As I say, I know what it does. I just thought of this. Let's have a go, because you have never, well, I've never seen one, let alone seen it used, so I thought, well, let's just see if it does. This is unrestored, obviously, and am I strong enough, and will my wrist stand twisting this in here? But it's got a screw on the end. I've not cleaned it or done anything, but it seems to be working. As I say, I don't know if you start this to do a countersink hole and then drill the hole afterwards. I don't know if that's what it's for, so if anybody does know, please let me know. And I think, as I say, I don't know, but I think that that is to put the countersink in for screws first, and then you drill the hole, which of course will be in the middle. Because as you know, when you countersink a hole, it normally goes one way or the other. I don't know. Be interesting to find out. Anyway, I hope you like this little video. Anyway, we've got this nice brace done, look. It's now fully restored. This one hasn't got the ratchet that the other one had, but as I say, it is a Stanley, and apparently they're quite good and desirable, so we'll have to see. If anybody wants it and sends us some money, you can probably have it, you know, and then we can do the others. So there you go. That's it for today, I think. I think that's it for today. So as usual, we'll have a different view for a change, eh? As usual. look after yourselves and see what fun we can find for you in a few days, eh? Bye.